Hey guys, Micah here with EbikeSchool.com, and today I want to talk to you guys about what I think are the 5 coolest electric motorcycles coming out in 2019. Now, I believe that 2019 is the year of the electric motorcycle, and I think that because there are just so many cool electric motorcycles coming out this year, and they're really starting to get a lot of traction in the industry. Now, before I jump into my list of the top 5, and stay with me here, this is going to be cool, I promise. Before I get into the list, I want to make an announcement, and that is my newest book is now available, and it is Electric Motorcycles 2019. Now, this is a bit of a different direction for me for a book. You know, in the past, I've been doing a lot of the DIY and how-to books, but as many of you know, I'm a journalist for Electrek, and I cover, among other things, electric motorcycles, electric bicycles, basically two-wheeled electric mobility. And I've just been so impressed with all of the new electric motorcycles coming out that I wanted to start creating an industry guidebook, something that I could update every year and would have all of the new electric motorcycles coming out. So in this book, I've got over 85 different vehicles. It's not just motorcycles, it's also dirt bikes and scooters, like moped-style scooters like the New and the Silence and scooters like that. And the goal is to be able to provide, tech specs, performance numbers, some industry analysis that I've added in there, and basically have this really cool book that's sort of partway between a coffee table book and a industry guidebook. So that's my goal, and I've been really happy with how the book has turned out. It is available now on Amazon, and there are 2 versions. There's the paperback, which I have here, that I think is probably the cooler version because I really like the way it's laid out and the color pictures. And there's the Kindle version. And I've put them up with a discounted price for the first few days for my followers here on EbikeSchool.com and for our Electrek readers. And so while the paperback will normally be $20, it is on sale now for $17, so that's a 15% discount. And there is a 90% discount on the Kindle version, which will normally be $10, but is available now for just $1. Now, if you have a Kindle, you can easily read it there, but if you don't have a Kindle, you can just download Amazon's free Kindle viewer, which there's an app for iPhones, Android, and for PC and Mac. So just Google like Kindle free viewer, and I'm sure you'll find it. And that way anyone should be able to grab a copy of my book, and I don't want financial reasons to be something that keeps people from being able to enjoy it. So I hope that you guys will enjoy those discounts. And again, like if you can swing it, I definitely recommend the paperback just because I spent a lot of time trying to make it look really nice, and I think it comes off well. But the Kindle will also be nice. It's just because of the auto formatting and the way you can change like page size and everything. The Kindle just doesn't have the same nice layout as the paperback. All right, so now that I've got that out of the way, I do want to share with you guys what I think are the top 5 most interesting electric motorcycles coming out this year in 2019. So the first one is the Zero SRF. I was fortunate enough to actually be invited to the Zero SRF launch back in February, and this is a really impressive bike. It's Zero's first really sporty sort of street fighter bike. This is definitely the fastest bike that Zero offers. It's got an 82 kilowatt motor and goes up to 124 miles per hour. They actually had to produce a new motor, which is the ZF7510, and that's how they can get all that extra power that you haven't seen in the previous Zero bikes. I mean, the previous Zero bikes are still very nice, but the SRF is just sort of next level compared to anything Zero's done so far. The next bike is the Harley-Davidson Livewire, and I think this is a really cool bike. I know there's been a pretty big divide. Some people really like it, some people really like to hate on it. I think one of the biggest issues is that at $30,000, the Livewire is incredibly expensive. It's definitely a premium bike, and the specs aren't, they're not amazing. You know, I mean, it goes about 105, 110 miles per hour. It gets 140 miles of range. All of these are, fairly commuter level specs. This is not a super sporty bike, but it is impressive for the technology they've put into it. There's a lot of advanced safety features, traction control, cornering assistance. It's got really nice suspension, brakes. The components are really top notch. And there's also an integrated app that is incredibly nice. Before the SRF, it was the first 4G fully connected electric motorcycle. Now, the SRF was launched afterwards, but entered production sooner. So I think it took the title of having the first bike on the road that was fully 4G Internet of Things connected. but the Livewire, in my book, is still a very impressive bike. I'm probably not going to buy one because it's $30,000, but I still support what Harley-Davidson is doing, and I'm excited that they've got a whole crop of electric motorcycles and electric bikes, and even an electric scooter that are going to be coming out in the next few years. Number 3 is the Lightning Strike. Now, Lightning motorcycles from out in California are probably better known for the LS218, which is their 218 mile per hour electric superbike. But just this past March, they released the Lightning Strike, which is a new level of affordable electric sport bike. It starts at just $12,998, and the base model can go 135 miles per hour and has 100 miles of city range, but if you move up to the sort of middle level and then the Carbon Edition, you get up to 150 miles per hour, up to 200 miles of city range, and this is just a really impressive bike. It's got liquid cooling, it's got options for Olin suspension, and it comes from a company that knows what they're doing when it comes to building high-power, high-speed electric motorcycles. So the Lightning Strike is another really interesting bike that pushes the envelope of how much performance you can get in an affordable package. The 4th bike on the list is the SoCo TC Max. I was actually at the unveiling in Milan last year at the 2018 Milan Motorcycle Show. And the SoCo TC Max is a really cool urban electric motorcycle. Now, it only goes up to about 60 miles per hour, but again, this is an urban bike. You know, this is not a sport bike meant for highways. This is meant to give you enough speed for getting around in the city and in suburban areas. And it accomplishes that really well. It's a slick-looking bike, you know, it looks nice and sporty, but it's also going to be affordable. The bike should be out later this year, and it's going to be priced somewhere in the $5,000 to $6,000 range. So this is not going to be a bike that can do incredibly high speeds or super long distances. I think the range is almost 70 miles or something like that. So this is really a city bike, but they can do more than most city electric motorcycles. And number 5 on this list, and I had to include it, is the 2019 City Slicker. This is another urban electric motorcycle. It doesn't go quite as fast as the SoCo TC Max. It only goes up to about 45, 46 miles per hour, though I've been riding one and I've gotten it up to 50 on a little bit of a downhill. But it is a really fun urban electric motorcycle, and it is crazy affordable. It's $2,500. That's nuts. If you add in like the registration fees and everything like that, you get up to about $2,800 or $2,900 all said and done. But still, I mean, under $3,000 to get a sporty little electric motorcycle, I think that's a pretty cool deal. The 2019 model comes with an updated controller that gives you better acceleration, better power, and nicer throttle response, and the bike is just so much fun to ride. I've had one since December, I think, and oh man, it's just been a blast. So the City Slicker definitely belongs on this list. You know, it can't compare to the Zero SRF, and it can't compare to the Lightning Strike, but that's okay because it's not meant to fill those markets. It is designed as definitely a city bike, and for that, it is a great option. So I hope you guys enjoyed that list of the top 5 electric motorcycles that are coming out in 2019. And if you want, I hope you will check out my book, Electric Motorcycles 2019. And if you do grab a copy and you enjoy it, I hope you'll give it a good review. It really helps me to grow my audience. Last but not least, it's time to announce the winner of the giveaway from my last video. And the winner is Robert Halpin. So congrats, Robert. Just let me know which one of my books you'd like. Either the Ultimate Do-It-Yourself E-Bike Guide, DIY Lithium Batteries, DIY Solar Power, or now, Electric Motorcycles 2019. And I will get that book out to you, and anybody else who wants to win a copy of one of my books for free, all you have to do is put a comment below this video, say anything you want, and hopefully you will be the randomly chosen commenter at the end of my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.